We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with TUP stock, Tupperware Brands Corporation, and we're going to talk about what's going on here within these charts. It's had an explosive move for the last 3 days, and today it's actually slowed down and consolidated up here above the $2 area. Now, it wasn't the only stock experiencing volatility. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY bot at 1:05 p.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision. And put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with TUP stock continuing to fight to hold support here above the 240s in the after hours and breaking back above 250. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow and what's going on with the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 1:05 p.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 130% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are at TUP stock doing a full transition from the rip area of bright green bars to the dip area into the open of wire thread borders on 42 vision. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with TUP stock under a bear indicator at the 267 area. It rejected there when it tried coming back up in today's volatility. And this is the first bear indicator that pops up since the bull indicator that popped up here on Tuesday, since way back here at 119. And it's done a full move up here to the 297 area, getting really close to $3. Now, it has been really strong after the news came out that they actually were able to handle something that they were actually working on, which is their debt, right? And the credit. And we're going to look at that news in just a moment. But that is something super important here with this stock that they were able to do. And the momentum has been pretty strong. Now, after this first bear indicator popped up, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Does this have any more room to retest the highs or break out even higher? Or this is it? We're going to look at the inflow versus outflows and what are the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. So here on the 30-minute, it's under a bear indicator. But if we zoom in to the 15 minute. It got a bear indicator in the pre-market, did a full transition to the dip area, and has come back up to dark green bars, and it got a bull indicator here at the 250 area. And the last piece missing to complete a transition, if this continues upwards, is bright green bars, right? It's gone from white with red borders to dark green, bull indicator, and the last piece missing for a full transition is bright green bars. So I'm going to be watching that very closely going into tomorrow. And here we are with dark green bars on the 30 minute, and on the 1 hour, there's no bear indicator, guys. There's a bull indicator since down here at 118, and it continues that staircase effect here to the upside for the last several days, right? Could it continue strong into tomorrow, right? So we're going to go ahead and look at the inflow versus outflows and what are the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow's trading day. So here we are at TUP stock, Tupperware Brands Corporation, with the inflows above the midpoint here, even though there's a bear indicator on the 30 minute. Right now, outflows have began and they've gone really close to the midpoint here. It's sitting at 0.05 above the midpoint, even though it's red, but inflows are still dominating. And this is going to be crucial and critical to not ignore. If it crosses to the downside, it's definitely something to not overlook because it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts, right? You could see it there when it crossed over in the first half of the day, how fast things fell from 266, 267, all the way down to the 206 area, right? And once those inflows came back up, it's been fighting to get back above where it opened. So there it is, fighting to get back above 250, 260 as I'm doing this video live here in the after hours. And it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick up away from the midpoint. Now, in the 1 hour, in the bigger picture, the inflows are still above, even though they're red, and they're really close to the midpoint as well at 0.09. And that's definitely going to be something to not ignore if it could push itself up. And in the volatility of the 15 minute, we could see that outflows are dominating, but inflows are trying to come back up. And this is going to be definitely something to not ignore. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. And the first support level is 240. If that gets broken through, I'll be watching if these outflows go ahead and pull away from the midpoint. And the next support below that is 210. And then below that level, I'll be watching the 180 to 170 area based off the history of the chart, right? So definitely something to not overlook here within the volatility to the downside. If these outflows pull away and pull down the 30 minute with it to cross to the downside. Now to the upside, as I stated, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to cross back over, reflect that strength into these charts, and also continue the transitions to the upside. Get a bull indicator on the 30 minute as well, and go ahead and get those inflows to pick up away from the midpoint. And the first resistance is 270. Then above that, I'll be watching the $3 area, and if $3 gets broken through, the next area I'll be watching is the 320 to 330 area. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them, as the 30 minute and the 1 hour are above, even though they're under bear indicators on the 30 minute. No bear indicator just yet on the 1 hour. But if these inflows can pick up, I'll be watching if that bear indicator can get canceled by a possible bull indicator. And these inflows are fighting to get back above on the 15 minutes. So I'm going to be watching that very closely. Now, what is the news that actually has pushed things forward? Well, if you go ahead and see it here, it's going ahead on its third day, right? Once it gets the existing credit agreement, right? It got a credit agreement to go ahead and push forward and try to survive from going bankrupt. That's what's been pushing things upwards, and things have been squeezing and pushing up higher with some squeezing and also momentum, right? Because some shorts have probably gotten shaken out in this push up. It's been happening very fast. Today it slowed down, and the question mark is, could it push up even higher? So these are the key levels I'll be watching and what it is the inflow versus outflows and bull and bear indicators are doing. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.